Race number 5 at Ascot on Saturday will jump at 3:25. It's the main event. It is the ATA Stakes, a listed race over 2,200 metres. The ATA stands for the Australian Trainers Association. In replay, let's have a look at the last start performance of Action.
Action, Dark Musket trails at Capo Doro, led into the home straight from Prize Catch. It's a him. Back on the inside court, flat-footed Mississippi Delta. First affair down the outside. The leader's kicked away. Capo Doro inside the 100. Now getting through late Mississippi Delta, starting to wind up. Capo Doro clinging on, though it's all the way Capo Doro. Capo Doro beat Mississippi. 5 of the ATA Stakes field come out of the replay race. It was won by Capo Doro, but they dead set walked most of the race. It didn't suit a number of the gallopers, most notably Action. And I do think, even though he has been fairly disappointing in each of his last 3 races, the Towton, the Railway Stakes and the Peters, he is the class runner in this race, and if there is anything like a fair tempo at all, I think he can make a statement as they all go towards the Perth Cup. Goes on top with minimal confidence from number 4 Capo Doro. If they do walk, this horse will be the one that's leading them. I didn't think he was particularly good late last start. I think he probably should have got beaten by Mississippi Delta and a couple of the others, so he just only goes in for second, and it purely is a map selection. Number 5 Mississippi Delta, 1-2 starts ago in a listed race, the Tattersalls Cup, before getting beaten last start. I think the weight might be the key to this horse. Did win with 54 kilos 2 starts ago and 4 starts ago. She now has to carry 57, having been beaten with 58 and 56 in recent weeks. And number 6 Royal Star. She's got plenty of ability. She's also got plenty of attitude, and therefore she only makes the minors. Top selection in race number 5, going with number 2 Action to beat 4 Capo Doro, 5 Mississippi Delta and 6 Royal Star. Race number 6 at Ascot on Saturday will jump at 3:55. It's the key clean handicap over 1,800 metres, and in replay, let's have a look at the last start second of Trump This. At the 300 though, and Mr. Albie let go and dashed up to join upwards others, and Sasso Circus with Reefkeeper. Here comes Royal Command though with its run as well, and from the back Trump This runs on. Royal Command joined Mr. Albie. Trump This trying to run Royal Command down, but Royal Command lifted home by Pike. Royal Command beat Trump This. Mr. Albie.
That was a pretty painful watch for backers of Trump This. I thought he should have been at least adjacent to Royal Command in the run rather than behind him. He was always going to find it hard to win from there. Came home with the fastest late sectionals in a relatively high rating race. I think Trump This is much better than Graduation Grade. This former Eastern States horse goes on top. Do note, however, that they've elected to put a bar plate on one of his front feet here. That is somewhat of a concern, but I just think he has a class edge on these horses, and therefore he is the headline act. Goes on top from number 12, Crystal Valley, who has been a dead set tragedy beaten in each of her last 2 starts, most notably last start behind American Joy, where she saw absolutely no daylight in the straight. That was midweek grade, but she clearly appears to be up to this level. Goes in for second, and watch the market with this horse. Number 3, Watch Me Nene, won at Pinjarra last time out, having getting out of town for the first time in quite some time. Probably a horse that's around this level, should be close to the speed as well for the Pontiff Paul Harvey, who rode the horse last start. And then number 1 Nordic King, probably should have beaten Let's Twist to complete his hat-trick in Graduation Grade at Ascot 7 days ago. He didn't get the best of runs at the top of the straight. I just think with 59 kilos here against the likes of Trump This, I'd rather be on Trump This. Top selection in race number 6, number 7 Trump This to beat 12 Crystal Valley, 3 Watch Me Nene and 1 Nordic King. Race number 7 at Ascot on Saturday will jump at 4:25. It's the Sweps Handicap over 1,200 metres, and in replay, let's have a look at the first up run of Get Over It.
50 Belter joined by G-Boss. It's Belter down on the inside. G-Boss draws level. A length and a half. Snow Lord. The Celt keeps running on, however. At the 150 in the Celt, Snow Lord went to G-Boss. They beat off Belter. The Celt in front. Getting up on its inside. Snow Lord. The Celt, Snow Lord went to it all. There's nothing in it.
Unlike many of the races at Ascot on Saturday, the map for this says that there's going to be plenty of speed with Belter and Wrinkly engaged, and the likes of Riverdance gonna go, and In Love with Paris not going to be too far away. I think it's going to set up quite nicely for a horse that gets out the back, and one of those is Get Over It. I thought he was a pretty sound first up without a trolling what was a high rating race 2 weeks ago. I think stepping up to his favourite distance of 1,200 metres is certainly a positive development. Gets gate number 1, he's in on the minimum, goes on top. From number 4, Candlelight Star, looking at the map, it's going to suit Candlelight Star down to the ground. One last time out. It was the first time he'd been in a high tempo race for quite some time. I know he's 8 years old, age, but he's only had the 33 starts and he's more than capable of winning this up in grade. Number 6, Gonna Go's an interesting runner. First up for Jason Pateman. He's elected to put the blinkers on this horse, I think for the first time in his entire career. Will be starting number 19 on Saturday. And then number 7, River Dance, featured in the Stewards Report last start, was simply not fit enough really to contest that race. Did win at the end of its campaign last time out in a 66 plus. It was all right, I thought, behind Candlelight Star, and would expect significant improvement here with a run under his belt. Top selection in race number 7, going with number 10, Get Over It, to beat 4 Candlelight Star, 6 Gonna Go and 7 River Dance. Race number 8 at Ascot on Saturday will jump at 5 o'clock. It is the Tap Touch Better Your Bet handicap over 1,500 metres. And in replay, let's have a look at the last start second of Tycoon Target.
At the head of the others then, starting to run on. Further back in the field is Flower of Scotland. Vital Silver at the 200 though. Grabbed the lead from Retisona. Races away. Tycoon Target down the outside. Followed by Akiko. But Vital Silver's booted away from them. And Vital Silver draws away to win it. Comes on to beat Tycoon Target, Dane Finn.
Looks like we'll have a full field for the final race on the card. And in a race of many imponderables, I'm going to take a bit of a punt here on number 4, Tycoon Target. He was second in this grade 2 weeks ago, and in a race with so many query horses, he got a decent gate. He maps pretty well here from barrier number 2, and he's got that decent form in the book as well with Vital Silver in this grade. There was no shame in losing 2 lengths to that horse. I think he's probably a 72 plus horse, or maybe even a 78 plus horse. Goes on top from number 9, Dane Finn, who comes out of the same race, had slightly better closing sectionals than Tycoon Target. May well have gone with Dane Finn in this race, but the barrier is a concern. Barrier number 11 before the scratchings could potentially come into number 10 if the emergencies drop out. Number 6, Western King, is in the Cerise and Whites. It's got William Pike aboard, will be very popular in the last. I'm not sure this horse though lives up to his billing. And then number 15, Send My Love, I thought was pretty disappointing first up. I know he had excuses in the straight, but she was beaten 3 1/4 lengths and under pressure most of the way. Plenty of chances here. Another runner in number 14, Siriska, with a tongue tie on, could certainly win this race as well. Top selection in race number 8, going with number 4, Tycoon Target, to beat 9 Dane Finn, 16 Western King and 15 Send My Love. It's now time to nominate my best bets on the card. I think there's some value around on Saturday, particularly in race number 6. Number 7, Trump This. I know he's got the bar plate on, but I think he'll be mighty hard to beat. And in the next race, race number 7, number 10, Get Over It, for Lindsay Smith and Lucy Warwick. It's easy to stay up to date with everything that's happening at Perth Racing. You can log onto our website, or you can follow us on one of our various social media channels. Until next time, bye.